Everyone, in this video I wanted to show you this new feature that I added to Topologic, which allows you to transfer the custom properties that you can add to an object in Blender directly into the dictionaries of Topologic entities. So as you can see here in the scene, I have these 9 text objects that are named by the color that they should have, and then I have underneath them 9 topologic cells that get colored exactly by the name that you see here. So how did I accomplish this? So let's go through this Virchow definition. It's not a very big definition. It's quite straightforward. So basically I start by creating the 9 prisms at these locations, and then these are 9 cells, and then I create a cell complex by cell. So at this point, this cell complex does not have any dictionaries embedded in it. And then I select these 9 text objects. Now these text objects, each one of them have a custom properties. So if you look here at the bottom, under custom properties here in the corner, you'll notice that I added a custom property called my color, and you can assign an actual color to it, to this my color, which ends up being an array of 3 numbers between 0 and 1. So this one is cyan, this one is black, and this one is red. Obviously the name of the object, the name of the text that is displayed has nothing to do with this color, but I made sure that they are matching so that we get a kind of a visual hint of what the color should be. So this new node, which is called topology.transfer custom properties, takes as input the sources, and those sources now can be directly Blender objects, so they don't have to be converted to topologies first. So as you can see here, this is a built-in out-of-the-box node that brings in objects. So I brought in all the 9 texts in there. So I feed that directly in there, and then I feed it also the cell complex as the sink. So sources is where the information is coming from, and the sink is where the information is supposed to end up. And then there are some options here. I have specified that I only want to transfer the cell properties. I want to transfer properties to the cells of the cell complex. I'm not interested in faces, edges, or vertices. But you could, if you have checked that and you have put an object right on the face within a tolerance, it will transfer that dictionary to faces. So you can do like wall types or beams and columns, etc. for the edges. So for now I'm restricting it to the cells, and you'll notice then the sink that comes out is actually a version of the cell complex, but the cells in that cell complex now automatically they have the dictionaries. These dictionaries, as you can see here, there are 9 dictionaries for the 9 cells. And if I investigate the key value for my color, which will match this is where my color is coming from. It uses it as a key. And you'll notice that I have the colors expressed as an array of 3 numbers, RGB. So what I have to do next is simply take those 9 cells that came out of the cell complex, and I translate them down so that you can see the text on top of them. But they're supposed to be right enclosing each word here, and convert them to geometry, and I render them. Now when I render them, I grab their dictionaries, I grab the color, and I use that for the coloring of the faces of the polygons, as you can see here. So how does this work interactively? So I have basically paused the updating of the nodes in Virchow, so they'll update only when I press this button. So let's go ahead and exercise this. So let's say we want to take this red color, and we can move it to here, and take this cyan and move it to where the red is supposed to be. Let's do one more. Let's take the black and move it over to where the green is. Let's move it a little bit out of the way. Get the green out, and I'm going to move it over to where the black is. And just simply by changing the location of these objects, their dictionaries or their custom properties will be transferred to new dictionaries, and the whole thing will update. So let's see that this works. So click on re-update, and there we go. red, black, green, cyan all have updated, and the rest obviously have not. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.